Hot Toys just announced Pop-Up Predator, so let's look at all these product photos today because this one actually looks pretty cool. And honestly, I'm kind of glad they're actually going a bit deeper into the Predator Badlands line and actually giving us some really cool looking Predator figures. So let's look through all these photos. Right here, you can see it's labeled Father Predator. Although on Sideshow right now, it has a different name, which honestly I can't pronounce, but Father Predator, we're just gonna go with that, or Papa Predator, whichever you prefer. But just right here, he looks pretty awesome, and honestly I really like the kind of white dreads he's got going on. But of course there's gonna be like two different display options. You can see here on the left the actual helmetless look, which looks pretty cool. All Predators, you know, always have a really similar look. Of course they have the kind of dreads, which his are white, which I actually kind of really like. They look really cool. And then of course that type of face, yeah. But his helmet also looks very awesome. Just like look at it on him right there, the horns and everything. Of course, he also gets a very similar blade to Deck, which is pretty cool. And then of course some wrist blades. And yeah, this armor, man, I am very impressed. Hot Toys, yeah, they went pretty hard on this one. Like all the detail, the weathering, everything, and like every little bit of it. The cape even, man, it just cape or cloak, whatever you want to call it. Look at all that detail in there, all the different like lines and textures and like the little beads hanging down. Man, this is just so cool. The base, once again, it's a little basic, but his looks to be a little bit larger than Deck, I believe. Yeah, then he gets a clear crotch grabber, and then I don't know exactly what the end is, but it might be one of those just like single hook type ones that like Jack Sparrow or something came with. But yeah, Father Predator right there. And then I just want to do a little quick side-by-side of him and then Deck, of course, which both of them right here have their mask look. And these two, they'd go pretty hard on a shelf together. Just like they each get the same blade. Yeah, the exact same blade. And then he has got his wrist blade. And then, of course, like the two masks look pretty awesome. They're a bit different, but also pretty similar. You can see that the overall shape is pretty similar, like the eye shape. The colors are a bit different, but they're similar. But of course his is a bit, Papa Predator's is a bit more customized with like the horns on top, the kind of like mouse looking kind of, what do you call those, teeth, not teeth, whatever. You really want to show his Predator mouth on the outside apparently. And like just the armor that, of course, Dex is also pretty like weathered and everything on it, and he also gets a seamless body, like seamless joints for the elbows and the knees. But luckily they didn't need to do that for Papa Predator, so it doesn't really save costs because they're both pretty pricier. I think Papa Predator was like $370 on Sideshow, and then Deck and Thea. Deck by himself, I believe, was a little cheaper, around the same price, but then Deck and Thea was over $400, so a little pricier. But yeah, if you like Predator figures, you're getting some bangers. And of course, just both maskless ones. So you see Deck obviously is a bit younger and stuff. He doesn't fully have the big horn looking things on the side, less wrinkles and everything. And then Papa Predator, yeah, he looks really cool. I love the kind of beard look, the white dreads on him. This just looks so good. Yeah, it's obviously always very tempting, you know. I'm trying to hold off, but oh, these ones look very, very good. I just love his like cape and stuff. Papa Predator specifically. Like if you collect Predator figures, I'm sure you already pre-ordered Deck and Thea, and then is it Thea? I completely forget. But yeah, you probably already pre-ordered them, and then Father Predator now, Papa Predator. I'm sure you're gonna order him as well. Just look at the face right here. The green eyes, just, yeah, let's look at this detail. All the kind of wrinkling in there. The little horns just up on the head. They're probably a little pointy because Hot Toys loves poking me apparently, because every time I do a figure review or something, I get poked multiple times. But yeah, the mouthpiece, we'll double check, but I don't think he has swap out mouthpieces. It's just the one. But of course, we'll look in the overall shot to verify. It's got like the teeth down here, teeth right there, the teeth coming in. They look all glossy and really good. Like I keep saying, I love the white to his actual dreads. The white on his little double beard looks pretty good. But yeah, just everything on him, skin texture just looks really, really good. Here, you know, just another shot of him holding his sword, looking really good. I do love the kind of bone designs over up on his shoulders. They look pretty awesome. Reminds me of like a, what are they called? Triceratops? Yeah, but I don't think it's Triceratops, or a very small one. And then yeah, just once again, that helmet, like I said, it kind of looks like he kind of blended the bone into the helmet, like melted it in there or something, and it just looks really, really good. It's a tough one because looking at The unmasked one, I love seeing the dreads and stuff, but then the mask one also just goes so hard. Of course, you know, he's got like targeter on the shoulder. This is, ooh, it's going to be a tough one to decide how to display. I'm curious what you guys think. How are you going to display yours if you plan on getting this one? Are you going to have them helmetless, or are you going to put the helmet on them? Because, man, both look really, really good. But also, maybe helmetless looks a little better because the design here, of course, you know, they're futuristic, but also kind of medieval in a way, especially for this movie. So like the mask here, it looks a bit more futuristic as compared to the rest of the armor with like the eye designs and stuff. So maybe you want to just leave them maskless, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to justify when the maskless look, but yeah, it just looks, man, it just looks so good. It's very, very impressive. And then of course you see the height difference between him and Deck here. It's in centimeters, so you can do the conversion in inches, but yeah, he's like a whole head taller. It's just, you can definitely tell that's his son right there, because man, oh, it just looks so cool. And then, okay, so now the overall stuff. So 2 styles of wrist blades, regular and blood painted, allow for multiple display options. Yeah, it also shows the one where his hand gets stabbed, which is an interesting choice, you know. I guess you can do that if you want to. And then also separate rolling eyeballs, interchangeable mandibles. So, okay, yes, so he does get the interchangeable mandibles. It just wasn't pictures showing it, or maybe I'm just blind, you know. But yeah, so the mandibles, you got the closed ones, the open ones. The open ones are always a bit creepier, but the closed ones, yeah. And then, of course, highly detailed, screen accurate costume. So I just love the bone look to his whole outfit. Like, you got the bones on the shoulder pads, bones on the feet, and of course, like the metal looking parts. Like Hot Toys, man, this is so detailed and looks so good. I wonder what else they're going to give us from this line, because this one looks really good. And I'm sure they can probably go a bit deeper depending on how this one sells, like pre-orders and stuff like that. Because Deck and Thea must have done decently with pre-orders to justify putting him out. And now they're going to see how he does. Because I know Predator fans are going to just eat these up. They're going to love getting all these. Now their overall shot. So basically we all kind of saw it. You can see the base a little bit better now. Just some dirt up top. And then of course a bunch of hands, the ones that get stabbed and everything like that. So yeah, this is a really cool looking one. I think I'm good though. I don't think I need this one. I'm not getting Deck and Thea either. So for me, it's probably going to be just a pass. Yeah, but let me know what you think down in the comments. I look forward to talking to you guys again next time, but until next time, stay 6 scale. Said next time too many times. Oh well.